Hey friends, it's Emmylou. I'm coming to you live from the Heartfelt Creations studio. Welcome, welcome my friends. Thank you so much for joining us today. Happy Black Friday to all my US friends. I hope you're having an amazing day. And happy Thanksgiving to all my US friends. If you're outside the US, welcome, welcome. I know we have crafters watching from all over the globe. We're gonna have some fun. If you've been on our website and seeing some of the Black Friday launches, you might be one of those crafters that's like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely amazing, but tell me more about this. So let me know where you're watching from. I can see your comments. This is a chat back and forth. Hello, Mary. You said you're looking forward to this live. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Lori. You said you really want this book in black and white. We're going to cover some ideas on how you can alter this book. So if you're just joining me, you're like, what the heck is this book? Black Friday is all about launching some new products that are creative, innovative, and really allow you as a crafter to have fun, save time, and also some money. So if you're just joining me, welcome. We are going to have a lot of fun in the next couple of minutes, just going through some demos, showing the innovative new products that we just launched. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you for being part of the Heartfelt Creations crafting family. Together, you and I inspire our family, our friends with what we create, and we get so much joy and pleasure of making something beautiful when we sit down in our craft room and just take that time. I call it my me time. So tell me what it means to you to be able to sit down and make something beautiful. Now, with having that in mind, debuting the Insta-Album was really about allowing you as the crafter. We're going to take a glimpse about what's inside here. We wanted something that allows you as a crafter to preserve your photos, and really those photos that are heirloom, like those heirloom photos, those photos that you want your kids, your grandkids to treasure for years to come. So that's what this book is all about. However, this book really hits those pain points of having the flips and folds added for you. Now, if you're like, what the heck does that mean? Come on inside. We're going to take a closer look to this. At this album, when you look at this, you may have worked with our flip fold albums, or you may have seen them in the past and thought, I could never do that. If you have worked with them, you know how it is to pull a flip fold insert out of a packet and then try to figure out where the heck to put it in an album like this. Hello, Karen from Oregon. It's great to see you. Hi, Betty, all the way from Pennsylvania. I saw we have some people here from Chattanooga, from the Netherlands, all that fun stuff. So, welcome, my friends. Denise, you said crafting means it's an escape from my day-to-day and allows you to step back and regroup. Yes, I say crafting is like therapy. You can really have a lot of fun. Now, this book showcases some photos from a family vacation. Family is incredibly important to us. And one thing that we do each year is just take some time out of our busy schedules to go do something fun together. And this really showcases those fun memories that we created, from losing our luggage to traipsing through quaint little villages and towns. And for me, really, it was like revisiting that vacation again. But I was able to do this quickly and easily with the help of the new Insta-Album. I could preserve these memories. Think about the different occasions you could use this for. One of my tech guys, Enrique, said, hey, you could use this for showcasing the different years of your kid, like all the way up to graduation. You could do 1 year per page. So the great thing is this saves you time, this saves you money. This Insta-Album, typically to buy all these pieces and parts individually, you have to still spend the time putting it in. You would have been spending around $45 at a discounted price. This book has all the flips and folds in it at a $50 retail price, but on Black Friday you get it for a better savings with the pocket dies. So this is a small glimpse at what this album is. So we're going to look at this a little bit more in depth, but I wanted to give you a look at the raw album first so you can see what exactly that looks like. So if you haven't seen this yet, what you're going to do is when you purchase this album, it comes in a pack like this. All those flips and folds are in there for you. And it's a 12 by 12 ready to go album. You just all you have to do is pick out your paper pad, your magnets, your photos, and your embellishments. So that's all you have to do. So when you look at this album and you take it out of the packet, this is what you're going to see. The measurements are on there for you, so no guesswork for your measurements. All you have to do is, here it says cut your paper 5 by 12 inches, and you'll do that for both sides. Now you'll see on the back, I've already added a magnet. This album, when you open it up, there's going to be what I call a pillow on the inside. You can remove that pillow, and you'll also have some ready to go film strips. How cool is that? That's just the bonus in there that you can add however you want. Those are super, super cute in your album. So we are going to go ahead, lay those aside, and I just want you to see what you're looking at. So this has partially started to be decorated. For this, you can just flip those open. Here you'll see you have a 10 by 12 inch paper to cut. So you would do one for this side, and then you flip it over and you do one for the other side. How simple is that? The guesswork is taken out of it. All you have to do is just decorate and do the fun part of creativity. And anywhere you want to place a magnet, there is a red dot. So if you open it up, there's going to be red dots where you want to put your magnet. So magnet placement is there. So tell me what you like about the Insta-Album and what you see yourself using it for. Now, when you look, this is the left side of the album, and then the right side of the album has this hinge coming down. It's kind of like a belly band, flops down from the center, and then it goes up. And then you have those side flaps that you can decorate. You can even hinge more in if you wanted to. So this album really takes the guesswork out of your creativity, allows you, whether you are intermediate, whether you're advanced or a beginner, to preserve those photos. So weddings, those family vacations, those graduation albums. Think about the gifts you can make and how you can preserve those family memories the quick and easy way without the frustration of adding those flip folds yourself. Juanita, you said, do the magnets go under the paper or on top? The magnets do go under the paper. So you'll want to put your magnet down first just before you glue that paper down, and then just glue the paper down on top. And I'll show you how I do that. Now, if we go back to looking at this album, we're going to do some decorating. We're going to show you how to add pockets and add a little bit more fun to it. So this flap is already decorated. I cut a 6 by 12 panel for the front, and I cut a 6 by 12 panel for the back. How much embellishing you do is completely up to you. The second set of items we launched for Black Friday are the decorative pocket dies. These are four innovative dies that are incredibly fun, easy to use. They're great for your cards and also made to just be like that best pal for your Insta albums that you're going to be creating. Now, I don't know where you find yourself today, but when you're creating pockets, you're using your craft knife, cutting slits and doing all sorts of crazy things. It's not as easy as it looks. So this takes the guesswork out of it, and you can create pockets the easy way. So we're going to show you that. Before we do, I'm just going to pop down and show you how easy it is to start decorating this. So you go for the cover. You choose the cover. This is just a 12 by 12 sheet from the Butterfly Dreams collection. So choose the paper pad that is your favorite. We recommend getting 2 coordinating paper pads you like for this album, especially if you are an extreme embellisher. If you are a very conservative, you're incredibly like really great with your cuts and you're not doing much embellishing, you might be able to do it with 1 paper pad. One paper pad covers every square inch, but if you want to do extra embellishing, extra pockets, tags, things like that, we recommend 2. Laura, you said, will the 1/2 inch magnets work in this album? We do not recommend the 1/2 inch magnets in the album. That is just because they're kind of small and we like to have a really good clasp. Totally up to you what you choose to do, but if you're preserving an album that is supposed to last for generations to come, we like to do it the right way. And those big magnets, we have all the products for Black Friday listed underneath, so you can add them to the click to the cart with one click of a button. These magnets are in a special bundle savings price, so just I would get the bundle savings with those. They're a little bit more expensive as magnets, but they are the best quality magnets. They are going to last a long time, so that is what we recommend using. For Black Friday, we have a bundle that has all 4 of these dies and one Insta-Album that you can buy, and you save 20%. Plus, with a $100 purchase, you get to choose a free paper pad of your choice. You add that to the cart, you get it completely free. That is an incredible value for all these crafty goodies. So with one click of a button, you can get all 4 of these dies and the album, and then add a paper pad to your cart. You get free shipping if you're in the US with a purchase over $100. So that is an incredible value. Donna, you said you placed your order at 4:30. Yes, that is amazing. Denise, you said 1 pack of magnets for the album is enough. We have a bundle of 15 magnets that will be enough for 1 album. So you'll get 5 packs of these in that bundle. So we're going to get started and show you just a little bit of what you can do to start decorating yours. So you will notice when you are doing the cover, it says 12 inches by 12.25 inches. Okay, so we all know 12 by 12 paper is 12 by 12 paper. So when you have that little edge along here, if you wanted to, you could cut one of the borders from the paper pad and just tack that along the edge. And you would have that beautiful front cover all decorated very quickly, very easily. And then it's totally up to you what else you add to this, but you could add a film strip down the center as well, add your photos behind it. You could even add some pockets to it. So if you could let me know what occasion you're going to scrapbook these for. I have ladies that have been ordering 6 and 7 Insta-Albums because they know how valuable this is, how easy it is going to be. So kudos to you for taking action and getting those into your cart and getting those ordered early. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a pocket. This is the left-hand side of the album. This is just flipping it open, and we have a 6 by 12 inch spread over here. And I'm going to show you how you do it if you'd want to have a pocket. So if you're wanting to do a pocket, this is the pocket going this direction. You could also cut these slits on the side and have it coming out here as well. I'm going to pop this to the side so we can show you what I mean. You see this album, I have this on the outer flap. Those pockets are going sideways, so you can do it sideways. And do you see how beautiful that is? You can just have that tag. You could do journaling on the back, or you could do a double photo. Isn't that amazing? Alice, you said the dies are beautiful as well. Isn't that cool? One of you said you're doing a Christmas album. Yay, that's beautiful. Denise, you said you might actually get one of your trip albums done. Yes, I ordered around 75 photos, and I pretty much used all of them. So for this one, I cut this to 6 by 12, so that is literally just cutting a 12 by 12 paper in half, easy peasy. And then we are going to use the Decorative Pocket Accents die. This die is so incredibly versatile. You can use it for your cards, but to make pockets is so phenomenal. Just look at this card. This card, I had the flowers done already, and I used the Petite pocket accents for this one. So this one can be used as pockets too. But just look at how beautiful that is on a card. So not only will you be able to use these for your Insta-Albums, you can use them for your cards. Cut these pieces apart and you have a beautiful decorative accent. Okay, so, and I see one of you said, I forgot to order magnets. If you forgot to order something, just call in, email, say, hey, can I add this to your order? They are shipping today, so if your order, just make sure you get that called in as soon as you can so we don't miss out. Or you can just place another order as well. So this is 2 decorative dies that I cut out, but what you want to do first to create the pocket is you want to cut this slit. This is the slit that's so hard to do to create those pockets when you are just doing it for your album just manually. So to do a 6 by 12 spread, what I like to do is have these pockets 4.5 inch slit from the bottom, and then I will do another measurement for 4.5 inches, and I will do just a light lead pencil. Now this is approximate. You could adjust it if you wanted to, but that gives me a nice spread with this. So 4.5 inches. Jeanette, you said, can I save this video into my library? This is a little bit differently. This is going to be on YouTube, so you can save the link to this video So if you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, you'll see this pop up on YouTube again, and you can use it there. So one of you asked, if I order $200, will I get 2 free paper packets? The free paper pads for Black Friday is limit 1, so when you place a $100 order, you will get 1. So it's basically $100 or more, you'll get 1 paper pad. Okay, so we're just going, this is the narrow strip that comes from this die. There's 2 different sizes of those strips, so you can make small pockets or you can make large pockets. So we're gonna go, yes, if you are having issues watching, just reboot it and you should be fine. So I'm gonna run this through my die cutting machine. We'll cut that out and you can see how easy it is to make that slit and get started. So if you're watching me, welcome. Let me know where you're watching from and what you love about the new Insta-Albums and the decorative pockets and what you're going to create with yours. Now, I don't know if you noticed, we have a little bit of a different set behind us. We've been working to revamp our studio, and tell us what you think. How do you like the new set behind me? So it's kind of fun to be in a little bit of a, I kind of feel like I have a new craft room right now. Okay, so you see how that slit is all cut out, that is ready to glue down. Now, one thing I wanted to share with you is when you go to glue this down, you do not want to glue beneath that line because that's where your pocket's going to go in. So we're going to glue this down so you get a visual. You will do your glue around the top. So basically, you just want to make sure you do not glue your pockets shut. Does that make sense? So it's a little bit backwards when you're gluing in the center. You will glue on the top of that cut versus the bottom, and that will kind of seal that off. Okay, so we've got that down, and then you glue that, and you have this piece pretty much decorated. So all you do is just glue that down, and then you have this piece that you can add on top. This is the decorative lace edge that pairs beautifully with it. If you don't have this glue, this is the glue I love for my intricate dies. So when you do this, I like to have the decorative piece down, and we'll show you in just a second why that is. That is because when you put your tags in here, you will, oops, let's give this a little bit of time to dry before we try to stick a tag. Well, yeah, I'm going to give that a little bit of time to set. But that just makes, when we stick that tag in, you can still see the decorative side to that. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and just glue the next piece on top. And we have those pockets. So just imagine how quick and easy it is. Your flip fold inserts are already added. In the past, you would have bought in a bundle for $45, had to put all the time and effort into that. And with the Insta-Album, it retails for $50, but today you get it in a bundle with the pocket dies at a 20% savings. Isn't that amazing? So not only don't you have to spend all that time, but you save lots of money with it as well. So see how you have that tag go in there, and then you have that decorative piece at the bottom. So easy peasy, and you have that decorated. So same thing with, you can just add those corners, all that fun stuff to the side. So those are the basics to starting to decorate your flip fold album. Now let's go and talk a little bit about magnets. So the magnets, let's find an area. Okay, let's move this over just a little bit. Let's find a spot where it says magnets. Here's one. There's going to be, I already have this one glued down, but there's a flap right here. This one needs a magnet. So what you're going to do is when you pull these magnets apart, you want to slide them. That makes them come up apart faster instead of pulling them. So, and then just go ahead and glue that down. And I give it a little, if you have your paper cut already, you can just go ahead and glue your paper right on top. So I typically only glue the magnet down just before I add the paper, so I can lock that magnet into place. So glue down the magnet and then put your paper over the top, and you're ready to go. Deborah, you said, how are you making that tag? That tag is created with the tag dies that we released in September. So that is a die that was released in September. I think if you plug tags into our search box, you'll pull that up. And this die right here, we'll do a close-up on this so you can see this a little bit better, but this tag on the top is actually this small piece that can also be used as a border pocket, but I just used it as a lace die. So it was literally just cutting out this big tag, along with that little notch. And then I did the photo the same way, but then just trimmed off that second piece of paper a little bit smaller and tucked in that lace die. So it was a really fun way to use that. So Juanita, you said when you are doing the cards or the album, do you use the same amount of glue you're using on your video, or do you use a little bit more because there's no need to rush? Sometimes I do. My glue bottle's a little bit, I need to put more glue in, so my glue's not coming out as much. But the glue is very industrial strength, so I typically just do a thin layer. And yes, what Denise said, a little goes a long way. So we're going to take a look at some ways that you can use the, we're going to put the album aside, and we're going to look at the album I was demoing. We're going to look at this one. So you get the basics of how to decorate it. Now we're going to flip through the album, and then we're going to finish it up with showing different ways on how to use the dies, different techniques of cutting them, and then also how to use those on cards. So here we have the outside of the album flap. We've got those pockets going sideways and those tags going in. Here we open this up, and we have those decorative dies on each side of that film strip, added those photos. So very easy to decorate that. You open this up. Whoops, let the one flap. So you have this flap on the outside. You've got this film strip. You open it up, and you've got pockets in here. Here I just did a decorative paper, framed it in with the die that we just launched this morning. And then this page just opens up again. You have that beautiful photo corners that you can add. And then you can also go ahead and add photos over here. So you can add as many pockets as you want. And then we have this piece that comes out. This is what I call kind of my trifold. I added this pocket out here, so you have a tag. You flip this open, this comes down, this goes up, and you do that on both of those. So the front, I did another little tags above my photos, so made a pocket in here. Isn't that amazing? So we have those. Okay. So we go back up again, and we'll go to the other side. This is your flap. You could do photos in here, or you could just do some decorative pictures or some decorative little embellishments. So here we go on this side. We just go up and down on that one. It has a pocket. This flips down. You've got your photos. This flips down. So just remember, all these flips and folds are added for you, so you don't have to do that yourself. Here I added a little pocket, and you've got this one coming down. You can bring this back up. Here I just did a little life is a story. Oh, isn't that cool? There we go. And then we'll bring this up, and you'll have these pockets on the side. How cool is that? So you have all these beautiful, beautiful ways that you can decorate it. So the creativity with this is endless, but just remember, the guesswork and the creativity is done for you in the sense of adding the flip folds. So all you have to do is just choose your favorite paper pad, add those photos and embellishments, and you can have a lot of fun working with those. So just have some fun adding all the pockets you like. Bring that down from the top. Bring this flap down, and that will just close up as a beautiful, beautiful photo book. Just imagine how many of your friends would love something like this for Christmas, or even a birthday gift, a wedding gift, a graduation gift. Really closes up beautifully. You could put this in a nice package box with a bow, and it really is that one-of-a-kind gift that really has no, like, money can't buy it. It's that one-of-a-kind gift. So, okay. Carolyn, you said this opens up a whole new world of crafting. Yes, it does. So we're going to transition just a little bit into going into how you can use those decorative dies for your cards, and show you some more options with those. Because here at Heartfelt Creations, when we debut a crafting product, we don't want you to just buy those products and have them sitting in a corner of your craft room. We want you to maximize the versatility, have lots of fun. Now this album I just showed you, we're going to teach an online class step by step how to do every single square inch of that album. Registration for that is launching on, I think, the first Monday in December. So make sure that you go to our online class page to register for that once that becomes available, if you want to learn how to do an album exactly like I showed you. So we're going to transition a little bit into showing how to do these beautiful, beautiful cards and how to use the dies many different ways. So when we work with these, you're going to really maximize the versatility with these. There's lots of different ways to cut them out and to use them. Now, when you think about these decorative pocket dies, I have shown lots of different uses for them, but I like something that's elegant, that's simple to do, that looks like I spent so much time. So I just took, again, this is the Butterfly Dreams paper collection. I cut that piece from the Decorative Pocket Accents die, which is this long one. We just cut that. And I had that going down the side. And then you can go ahead and layer this right on top. Do you see how pretty that is in a flash? Like, it is so simple. That is one of the dies that's in there. Or if you rather like something that's super, super decorative, you could do this one. So you can, doesn't that just pop? Okay, so now when you work with this, when you create with this, if you haven't taken advantage of our Black Friday savings, it is only available today, and I don't want you to miss out. You can purchase all 4 decorative pocket dies and the Insta-Album at a 20% savings, plus pop a free paper pad into your cart with a $100 purchase, and you save that. Okay, so see how quickly and easily you can add and make a quick card, and you could pop this. I haven't glued this down. I'm just going to feed this through. We'll act like it is glued. We can pretend like it's glued, right? So can you see how beautiful that is? You could do this in a 6x6 card if you wanted to. Add those flowers to the side, and you have like that hidden message that you can put on the side. You have a photo that you can put in there. Isn't that amazing? Ah, that's so cool. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of, show you different ways. This is the smaller one within the Decorative Pocket Accents. See that one? And then here are some different ways that was cut. So here's the one with the glittery sparkle. So that's the one die cut. This is the one that we were using quite a bit today. And then this is one just the other direction. So you have different options with that. Tell me which one is your favorite. Okay, so with this, we're going to transition into the other die that is the Petite Pocket Accents. The Petite Pocket Accents die is the one that I use to create all of the pieces on this card. I see that some of you are having some issues watching. You should be able to watch it on this live stream. If not, just refresh it, and the link will come alive again. And this is going on pre-record, so you can rewatch it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do some cutting and layering with this. So you can layer this one multiple different ways, however you prefer. But I'm going to grab this piece, and I'm going to grab this one as well. So this creates kind of what I call a ribbon effect. You could measure yours when you're putting it down, but you could do this at the bottom end of a card, or you can use this to create a pocket effect. So we're going to go ahead and... Donna, you asked, how many magnets does this require? For the magnets, there is a 5-pack of the magnets, and if you buy that 5-pack, it has a total of 15 magnets, and that will cover everything that you need. So we're going to run this through. We'll cut this out so you can see that. While we're doing that, I'm just going to pop this other magnet on there too. So you can see that, or not the other magnet, this die as well. So you can see how beautifully that cuts out. I'm going to add a little shim on top of both of these just to give it a little bit extra pressure when that's going through the machine. We'll run that through and cut all of those out at one pass of the machine. So if you don't have these yet, I have added the links below this live stream with a click of a button. If you're watching on Facebook, we'll add the link in there as well, so you can take advantage of our Black Friday savings. Once Black Friday is over, these savings will not be available. There's up to 20% off the Insta-Album bundle with the decorative dies. So if you haven't taken advantage of that yet, make sure you do so you don't miss out on your opportunity to save while having a lot of crafting fun. So you can see how beautiful that cuts it out, and then you just use you can use a little brush, get all those pieces out, and you have those pieces all cut out like you see here. So you have lots of different options on how to cut this one out, layer it together. You can stamp a sentiment in here. You could do a photo in there as well. Hey Chris, you said yay, working again. I'm so sorry we had a little bit of technical difficulties there, but this will be is recorded so you can rewatch again if you missed any portion of it. So here we go. See how pretty that is? You can create a little, like, you know, that little curvature for a little pocket going this direction is absolutely stunning. Here we've got this beautiful decorative piece on top of the pocket in the background. Here you have this kind of like this ribbon banner. This could totally be a belly band on a card. So lots of fun options with that one. And that one again is the, where did I put that die? Here we go. That is the Petite Pocket Accents die. So that is the Petite Pocket Accents. So today on Black Friday only, you get to purchase all 4 of these dies and the Insta-Album, and you save 20%. You get free shipping over $100 within the US, and if you want a free paper pad with a $100 purchase, you get that free as well. So lots of fun savings, and I can't wait for you to get started crafting with these. The next die that I used so much in my album was the Elegant Pocket Accents. This one, super, it has the word elegant in it, but it's like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty when you cut it out. Has these corners, so it has a left and a right, this piece coming down, and then this is your straight. This frames your photos. It frames the flaps of cards. Just look at, I wanted to show you this one. Do you see this card? Isn't that stunning? So that's a way that we use that one very beautifully. I absolutely love how that one turned out. And I have this one as a side flap on a card as well. How beautiful is this? Just look at how stunning that is when it's all cut out. So this one is super versatile, and it looks incredibly beautifully wrapped around a photo as well if you're into using it on photos or if you do a lot of photos. So to cut this one out, you can get lots of different types of cuts because you have that backer piece that's solid. You can have it more open if you wanted to, and then you have those photo corner pieces. So here's just a couple different ways. You can leave it inset in a card as well, so you can do that too. So lots of various ways that you can cut that one out. I'm going to pull it out, and we're going to have one that removes from the paper and then one that just stays in the paper so that you can see that as well. Hi, one of you said you're a guest from Arizona. You're late to the party. Hope everyone had a Thanksgiving. Yes. Tell me what your favorite thing is about Thanksgiving. We had so much fun. We stuffed ourselves with turkey and had a little bit too much pumpkin pie, which is a typical Thanksgiving food for us. I know different people do different things on Thanksgiving. But for this one, instead of using the outer piece, I'm just going to use the inside piece. So you can see how that looks if you don't do the cutaway piece. So we're going to run this through, and we're going to have some fun cutting this out as well. Okay, so we'll pop this in, and I'm just going to add some paper shims on top, and we'll run that through. So if you pair this die with your cards, you'll have so much fun. The versatility is endless, but if you use it in your Insta albums, it'll make that Insta-Album, embellishing it and everything, come together so quickly and easily. So when I made the album that I just showed you, I literally had those 4 dies, 2 of the Butterfly Dream paper pads, and some of the tag accent dies, and just went to town with it. It was so much fun. Do you guys use that term? I just went to town with it. It's a lot of fun just creating with that. So here you have this piece. My tape was a little bit too sticky, but I am going to create, just pop this out. I want you to see this background. So if you would have an A2 size card or a 5x7 card, and you just cut this out from the base and have like a dark background panel, it really makes a stunning effect. Just gonna lay this down a little bit. I know I'm making a big crafting mess right now. Do any of the rest of you make big crafting messes when you're creating? Okay, so I didn't pop out everything yet, but you get the gist of this. So if I lay this down, let's just put it on the back of this mat. If I lay this down, and I would put some flowers on the top. Can you see how quickly that makes a beautiful, stunning, elegant card? Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so that is one way. And then we had this other die that we just cut out. And this one is a really pretty, that one you can just, this is the quick way to get these decorative pieces out. You can just continue doing that. And that will have this beautiful design like this. So that's how it looks when it's all cut out. So we have straight, the curvature, and the corners. So you have all the pieces that you need to make a beautiful, beautiful room. We need to say, what a silly question. Of course we all make a big mess. I say you're not having fun if you don't have a big mess, right? Yep. And especially if I'm just like pulling dies and cutting them out, making it snow. Have any of you had snow yet? Or does it snow where you're from? So with the next one that we're gonna do, this is a classic. This one's called Ornate Pocket Accents. So this one you can do pockets for your album as well. But I want you to think about it. When you look at this piece, can you visualize decorative card flaps, card front flaps? Can you visualize like half card front flaps with this? This one is super stunning. I'm so, like, the versatility of this one, like, I'm always blown away. My team has been making lots of projects with it. I have been making lots of projects, and it's like, I enter the craft room, it's like, oh my goodness, somebody used it another different way. It's so versatile. So this is one way it cuts. You could totally use this on an A2 size card and then just add your, like, flowers in the center and add a sentiment. How cool would that be? Here's another way that you can cut it. If you add this die and this die together, you kind of marry them together, you have a piece like this. You can also just use the corner as a photo pocket corner. You can cut the corner out 2 times, so you have something like this. And you can also do it 4 times and get a square piece like this. Isn't that fantastic? Wow. Okay, so with this one, and here's one that's kind of like an envelope flap, like coming down from the top. And you can see how you could just arrange. This flower cluster is a little bit too big for this card, but you get the gist of how quickly and easily you can make your cards absolutely stunning with this. Okay, so let's do some die cutting with this. Okay, so I have one of these corners already cut out. This has lots of dies. It has 3 kind of corner cutouts in here too, so you can pair these together or you can just use them individually. So have a lot of fun just experimenting with different combinations. But if you wanted to do, like, I bumped this together to create kind of that half fold corner. So you could do that with this. If you wanted to, you could do 4 pieces like I showed it just a little bit ago. So you have quite a few options with that. So we are going to run this through, but before we do, I need to find my shims, which kind of ran away. So we're going to use this as a shim. Okay. Oh no, my shims are in my plate. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to pop this in, run this through, and we'll have a beautiful half doily that could be used on your 5x7, 6x6, or your A2 size card, which is absolutely stunning. So we'll bring this out. So as you can see, I showed just like a snippet of what you can do with these, the quick and easy way. The versatility is endless with them. So we're going to bring this down and you can see this a little bit better. So you would just go ahead and pop those white pieces out, and you have like that corner that you could have coming down a card front panel. Actually, you know what? Let's just clip this apart so you can see, if I can find my scissors. If not, yep, I got a scissors. And we'll just snip this off and bring this out. You see how you kind of have that envelope flap? So let's imagine, let's use the back of this. You have your card and you could have that flap coming down like that. And obviously those pieces would be cut out. Chris, you said you love what I'm showing. You had no idea that all that can be done with the dies. Yes. And you know, honestly, what I'm showing today is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, we're limited on time. And what I got to show you is just a little fraction of what you can really do with these dies. So you're going to have a lot of fun. Once again, this die is the Ornate Pocket Accents. So this die has lots of versatility. You can cut things in lots of fun ways. 4 times gets this look. 1 time gets this look, or you can do all these different looks with it as well. So a couple different ways that was used. I love, you know how you do those dimensional cards? You need a box. You can make your own envelope box. You can add the flap. You could do this on a card base. You see how this one just pops up here? Or you have this beautiful, stunning, just look at this. This is an anniversary card. You could use it as a wedding card too. Stunning, just black and white with a pop of pink or a favorite color. Here it is as a double corner on the background of this card. So, for those of you watching, if you're just joining me and you missed part of this, this replay will go up again so you can watch the whole thing over and over. For those spots that you did miss and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to go back. I don't want to miss out on this. So when I have some time and I actually get the product and I have it in my hands, you can do this. This was just used around the outer edges to just add a little bit in there. So this one, if you like something dimensional, kind of interactive, this card, super simple, super quick and easy to make. And that one was done with the Petite Pocket Accents. So I'm going to bring in, we're going to wrap this live stream up with some finished samples so you can see some fun ways to use these. Here is another one using the, let's see, where did this die go? Here we go. The Ornate Pocket Accents. So that is that frame in white. Isn't that absolutely stunning? And then I have another one with that in white, with that going the other direction. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, super, super stunning. So many different ways that you can use those. And here's another one using just a mixture of the dies. Just kind of a fun way to create with those. So when you get your dies, have fun using them many different ways. They were designed to go with your cards. They're designed to go with your Insta albums and all those mini album projects that you love. So you're going to enjoy using these many different ways. And I love how this one was using the elegant pocket accents coming up from the top, and you just clustering those flowers in the back of that. So those are some ways that you can use those pocket accents. Here's another simple way to use the Petite accents along the side of a card. Just, I'm so grateful for you, using the Butterfly Dreams paper collection. So we're going to take some time and just again go over some of the albums. Do you want to see some more albums? Let me know. Pop in. I can see your comments. Hello, hello. If you're logged in, I can see your names. If you're not logged in, I can't see your name, so it just comes up as guests. Hi, Charlotte. You said the sample boards are a great visual. Isn't that amazing? Yes. Those just make it like come to life, right? So we're going to take one more look at what's inside this album to give you that visual so it inspires you when you get yours. Now, if you have not placed your order yet, make sure to do it right away. Black Friday comes once a year. We have special savings today that you can get this album with all the flip folds, with all the inserts already added in here for you. The work is done. All you need to do is add the paper, the magnets, the photos, and embellishments, and it's done. The guesswork of adding the flip folds, you don't have to do that. You know, I did the calculations. The retail value of this is only $5 more than buying all the flip fold album inserts separately. Isn't that crazy? And today, when you buy the album and all 4 of the dies in our Insta-Album bundle, you save 20% plus. You add a paper pad in your cart with a $100 purchase, you get it for free. And there's free shipping when you place an order in the US. That's crazy. So have fun shopping. I have the links below. If you haven't done that, don't forget your magnets. Like, you don't want to forget those. I don't want you to get everything and you're like, oh crap, don't have those magnets. So, okay, here is our album one more time. And if you're like, hey, I want to take it to the next level, I want to do an album exactly how Emmylou is showing today, make sure that you mark your calendar. I think it's December 3rd, that next class, online class is going to go live, and you're going to be able to jump in that in January. So that class is going to go live for registration in December. So with this is your front album. Just add your 12 by 12 paper, add the decorative dies, flip it open to the left, and just start gluing those panels down. So just kind of a quick flip through. All those inserts are in there for you. Again, you can do pockets if you want. Flip this over to the left. This flips up. This is kind of a trifold that you can do some hidden journaling. You can do hidden pockets, hidden photos. Same thing up here. Do you see how I use the Petite pocket accents to frame that photo? Isn't that beautiful? And you can do this up, down. Lots of different fun ways to create with those. Then you have this film strip in the center. You can choose to put what you like in here. You've got a pocket up in here. And then you'll just pop that up. This comes down. Just flip it down. You have this one comes over to the left. You could do a film strip. The film strips come with the album. So all you have to do is just add your photos. Here I added an extra pocket. And this is adding, if you don't have the tag dies, you might want to pop those in your cart too, because I use those a lot in this album. They were just kind of a fun accent with the pockets. So you can, this comes down, you can do lots of photos on both sides if you like. The back side there is not quite finished yet, but you can do super lots. You'll see the die on top and bottom to frame that photo. So we have this. Debbie, you said you just emailed Kathy to add magnets. You can't believe you forgot it. Hey, I know how it goes. Sometimes it's like you think you have everything you need to make your album, and it's something new, and you just forget a very key ingredient. So make sure you do not forget your magnets when you do place your order. The die stuck to this because there's a very strong magnet. Isn't that amazing? That is how powerful those magnets are. They can hold a die. So that's what you're looking for if you want an album that holds up and you can preserve family legacy photos. So with one click of a button right underneath here, you'll be able to buy the Insta-Album bundle. That is a Black Friday savings. And you get the Insta-Album. Normally retails for $50, which is crazy, because to get all the inserts for our flip fold albums separately, it's like 45 bucks in a bundle deal. So you're basically getting a steal today. You get all 4 of the dies I showed, and with one click of a button, and make sure you don't forget your free paper pad with a $100 purchase. Lyria, you said you won't need to pre-cut everything for Mom. She can just get going on her own. Yes. So whether you are an advanced person or you are a beginner, this album fits any crafter. So who do you know that you're like, wait, like Lyria, she said, my mom can do this. She can cut papers apart and she can stick and paste photos. Like, right? You can do something incredibly basic that you're so proud of creating. You can give this as a Christmas gift. You can buy the Insta-Album, a paper pad, give it to a friend, and they can scrapbook this for their photos and preserve their own memories. It really is a 1, 2, 3 step process, meaning choose your paper pad, add your magnets, add your photos, and then number 4, add embellishments, whatever you like to do. So Thank you for joining me today for this live stream. I know there's many different ways and places that you can be on a day like this, and I really appreciate it that you're part of the Heartfelt Creations crafting family. It means so much to us and our team how we can rally together and make a difference in the lives of those around us. Because the truth is, when you are part of our crafting community, it's bigger than just buying an album. It's bigger than just buying a die. You are making a difference not only in your own life by bringing joy into your craft room, but you're making a difference in the team that we have here at Heartfelt Creations. You're making a difference in a global crafting community. We have stories that come in each week of ladies that say, Emmylou, crafting, the products that I get from you bring so much joy, hope. They really have given me hope, and they make me be able to go out and face tomorrow. I have so many crafters that are like, thank you for this product, because I can make something beautiful to brighten my friend's day that lost her husband, that lost her kid, that was going through a very traumatic event. So thank you for being part of a global crafting community. But much more than that, I don't know if you know about this or not, or if it matters to you, but when you purchase with Heartfelt Creations, for us, it's more than just stuff and things. We donate 10% of our profits to help the extreme poor. We donate 10% of the profits to get clean water into areas where it's completely diseased. We donate 10% of our profits to free kids from sex trafficking, and we help build houses for the extreme poor. So thank you for being part of that and making a difference in the lives of those around you through the crafting that you do. Have an amazing Thanksgiving weekend and a holiday season. Thank you for being part of the Heartfelt Creations crafting community. And if you haven't placed your order yet, make sure to do it today. I don't want you to miss out and the clock strikes midnight and you're like, shucks, I wish I would have. And I'd also ask, who do you know that doesn't know that this launched today, but you know that they would get incredible joy out of it? Have an amazing rest of your day. We will see you soon. Bye.